Catherine Lopez from the National Review Institute, and we're so excited to be co-hosting a series on virtue in America here at the Sheen Center this fall. We're starting out with hope. I'm so delighted that we'll be joined by Pete Wehner, who worked for the George W. Bush administration, Michael Weir, who worked for the Obama administration, and my dear friend Kristen Hansen, who is a model of witnessing to hope in her life as a patient's rights advocate. I've always been excited about the existence of the Sheen Center here in New York City. The idea behind the Sheen Center is to engage politics and culture and the arts. And in this new series on virtue in America, we're going to be able to have real practical conversations about how the virtues are really actually powerful in our culture.
Batman, the Caped Crusader, the Dark Knight. Since first appearing in the pages of Detective Comics way back in 1939, Batman has remained one of the more complex, compelling, and intriguing cultural creations of the 20th century. A projection of both our noblest aspiration for self-sacrifice and our darkest impulses. Join us and a panel of experts here at the Sheen Center as we celebrate Batman's 80th birthday, as well as explore some of the moral, ethical, philosophical, and yes, even religious questions about good and evil, justice and vengeance, order and chaos, darkness and light that lurk in the shadows beneath his iconic cowl.
Civility in America is a series of events where people come together to do something that doesn't happen enough. They disagree and debate the issues in an intelligent and charitable way. You should come to Civility in America because in the pollution of our public discourse, it is a breath of fresh air.
Civility in America.
Yes. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Let's talk about that, David.
Talk about it. Well, as you can see, we take our thought very seriously here. You know, Fulton Sheen, who this art center was named after, Archbishop Fulton Sheen, was such a tireless champion of the idea that one of the most important things a human being could do is to think, to engage the life of the mind. So while we're so proud of the amazing entertainment and art that happens on our stage, we're equally excited about the events that actually make people think. So as you can tell from the video, whether it's a returning partnership with American Media, with Civility in America, or a new series, a partnership with the National Review, Virtue in America, or even celebrating, you know, one of America's iconic mythologies, Batman, absolutely. It's really important. And some of the other things we're doing is, if international politics are of interest to you, we're going to have 3 of the former U.S. ambassadors to the Holy See talking about the intersection of faith and diplomacy. We're going to have our annual Fulton Sheen lecture. We're going to have, you may be interested in hearing a world-renowned art historian from the Vatican talk about the power of art and the role that beauty plays in elevating civilization. We also have a terrific lineup of author nights. We have Tim Carney talking about his new book, Alienated America, which really poses the very interesting question about, is part of the reason why we're going through so hard times here, because many of the issues facing us, we choose to go alone, and we sort of abandon the idea of community. So it really re-explores that whole importance of community. We also have Mary Eberstadt talking her provocative new book, Primal Scream, which takes a look at the sexual revolution. But you know, so often in entertainment these days, it comes sort of brain optional. And you know, what we try to do here is really, like I said, give people stuff to think about. So I encourage you all to check out the website. Join us in the fall. Stuff here at the Sheen Center is never brain optional, so please bring your brain, and we hope to see you then. Thank you.
I have one quick question.
Sure.
So does the audience really engage?
Oh yeah, I mean, whether we have a film screening, as Andy talked about, or a dedicated talk event, not only do we discuss from the stage, but we always open up the conversation to audience members, because the audience members are really the most important part of our staff here, and we really want to have a dialogue. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And hope to see you in the fall.
Absolutely.